I have a recipe that the whole family will love. It's sweet potato shepherd's pie, and you are going to want to make it all season long. So we're going to start in a large saute pan, and we want it heated to about medium high, about a tablespoon or two of olive oil, and then add a cup of chopped onions and celery that I picked up from the fresh cut section. Make it super simple. And then right now we're going to add our ground beef, and I've got lean ground beef here, about 1.5 pounds. And we're going to saute this on medium high until the meat is brown. Remember, always, always, always keep in mind, browning is flavorful. While the meat's browning, I'm going to go ahead and preheat our oven to 375 degrees because we're going to put our sweet potato shepherd's pie in individual ramekins and finish it off in the oven. Okay, now that the ground beef is browned, we need a tablespoon of minced garlic, my favorite part. We add the garlic in after everything's been browned because if you cook garlic too long, it tastes bitter. Just let it get fragrant, which takes about 1 minute, and then you can begin adding and layering in the rest of your ingredients. So the next thing we need is some dried thyme, and then some salt, and some fresh ground black pepper. And now for about a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. And then finally, 1/4 cup of red wine, and then 1/4 cup of beef broth. Now, when I've made this several times, and the first few times, I made it without the red wine and there was just something missing. It was still good, but there was something missing. The red wine, it's like it pulls the flavors of the sweet potato and the ground beef and the onion and the garlic and the thyme and makes this perfect package. So don't forget to use that red wine. And then 1/4 cup of beef broth. Let's give this a stir, and then what we're gonna do is let it simmer for 3 minutes. That way the flavors can reduce down, and then we'll finish it up, then it'll go in the oven and be ready to eat. So now that our mixture has been simmering for about 3 minutes, we're gonna stir in the final 2 ingredients, which is a cup of tomato sauce, and then we're gonna add 2 cups of, I use a bag of frozen vegetables. Keep in mind, next to fresh, frozen is best. It still has all of the good fiber, most of the great nutrients. Okay, so we turn off the heat, and then we'll get this scooped up into individual bowls. This is also a great recipe to use leftover vegetables in. As much as I can, I do not like to waste good food. And then the final thing that we do is top these with mashed sweet potatoes. I like to just take them after they have been either roasted, or sometimes I'll boil them, and then I mix them with a little bit of salt and some coconut oil or butter. So these will go into our preheated oven for 20 to 30 minutes, just until they're really hot throughout. Our sweet potato shepherd's pie just came out of the oven, so it's piping hot. Take a look at that. It's like autumn in a ramekin. I love this recipe. And then the final thing I like to do is top it with some fresh parsley. Shepherd's pie was originally started in the 1700s as a way to use leftover meat and leftover potatoes. So this is a twist on an old recipe that I hope you make one of your new traditions. It's deep, it's rich, it's flavorful, and now you know my favorite autumn recipe. For this recipe and many more, visit acmemarkets.com.